Alright, I know y'all like, man, hey, I knew I was going to talk about it. One, I apologize for not doing the Dynamite review. Like I said, I'm always out. I'm always busy handling the business, you feel me? But I just want to say Dynamite was great. I didn't like a few things, but I'm not finna talk about all that. This video is strictly about the three pictures that you see before you. I'm going in on this dark side of the ring because I know a lot of people don't want to touch this subject. But I've always said that wrestling has always had a demonic part to it. There's some things that you really, if you really want to go there, we can go there. Because I can take you there, but some people might start calling me all kind of crazy names. I just want to tell you the bold-faced truth. Wrestling has always had its, if you want to quote unquote say, Illuminati side to it. Oh, yes, I said it. Wrestling has always had its Illuminati side to it. And with this show called Dark Side of the Ring, this is just exposing all the satanic buffoonery that's been going on for decades. Now, the three pictures that you see before you, I'm calling all three of these clowns out. It's another clown whose picture should be up there, but his picture ain't up there. I'm talking about that buffoon Brock Lesnar. Oh, my bad. It should be another clown. His name is Vince McMahon. All these buffoons, even JR. As much as I respect JR was a complete buffoon with what he said. Talk about, if it happened, yeah, it probably happened, but I'm not running around here babying folk. These are grown men. I'm not finna carry that. No, bro. No. You's a part of talent relations. You supposed to keep an eye on everybody. Ain't no ifs, ands, ain't no excuse. And then this piece of crap over there on the left, Mr. Tommy Dreamer, his behind, caping for this clown on the right. Dude, listen, man. Listen to me. Because I know some people are like, oh, man, you tripping. I'm not tripping. This is what I'm talking about. Like how everybody is like, oh, everybody is crying and everybody tripping about it. I'm like, bro, this mess been going on for years. Ric Flair has been exposed for so long. Yet you clowns keep praising him and want to be like him and all this clown stuff. This is why, Tony Khan, you got a huge decision to make. If you wrote his name on the dotted line, talk about he's showing up, bruh, you gonna have to retract that, pay the man his money, give him whatever dollar that you said you was gonna give him, but he can't show his face on AEW no time soon, and I don't want to see him, period. Mr. Ric Flair should call himself a career. Call it quits. Your career is done. Geico pulled him from the commercial. He ain't doing that no more. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like I said, exposing himself to that young lady Heidi, I take my hat off to her. And then Brock was exposing himself to Terry Reynolds, and then she got to say sell it. Like, what the heck? Who told them to say that terminology? Oh, my bad. I know. Vince McMahon. You clowns still watch WWE on a regular basis like it's all good. No. This is the stupid stuff that I hate about the IWC. We gonna be clowning. We gonna be complaining. We gonna be up in arms and mad at this and mad at that. Yet you're gonna tune in to SmackDown right now. You're gonna tune in to Impact on Thursdays. This is the buffoonery that has messed us up in the IWC, and ain't nobody talking about it. You're not gonna hear this on nobody else's channel. This is where listen. If you really want to hurt them, stop patronizing them. Stop watching their show. Stop buying their merch. Vince McMahon been getting away with murder for years. I've been saying this mess. I've been on that white supremacist like it ain't nothing. And you clowns been up here laughing like everything's a game. It's not a game. Dark Side of the Ring has exposed Vince for everything he is. It exposed Ric Flair already been exposed, so this is no surprise to me. And then, like I said, the recent video, which came out about 4 years ago, Teddy Long, right before he was going in the Hall of Fame, was talking about how Ric Flair was calling him the N-word left and right. I don't know how you clowns really ain't put one and two together. This is why I really don't understand the fathom from our side of the community of how much we enjoy this clown. Let me be honest with you, I liked Ric Flair back in the day, but I always had my suspicions about him, you know. And then when that video came out, I said, oh, ain't no surprise to me. Ain't no surprise to me. He being a white supremacist, you know how Vince get down. I'm like, it's not even a question. This is why I said, everybody's going to be up in arms. Everybody going to be crying. Everybody going to be talking about cancel culture. And then guess what? You're going to tune in right the very next week. You're going to tune in tonight like everything is all good. This is why everybody in the IWC can kick rocks. I don't give a care who I offend in this video. I'm going off. This is what I'm talking about. This is time out for tuning in and paying close attention and being goofy. It's it. It is it. It's done. We done with this. It's time to shut it down. I'm tired of you goofies always on here complaining left and right. Be tweeting 24/7. Well, if you really hate, man, if you really are tired of the stuff, quit watching it. This Dark Side of the Ring told you, don't mess with the E no more. Dark Side of the Ring, I hate to say it, but in some cases, it kind of told you, cause the pause when it comes to AEW. Hold up. Cause the pause when it comes to AEW. JR sitting up here playing games and stuff. No. And then Mr. Impact over here talking about he's suspended. No, he should have been fired. Sitting up there okaying everything that Ric Flair did, talking about he's Rick. Man, what the heck? What kind of garbage statement is that? Then heard about Scott. Well, listen, Scott Hall always been a clown to me. I tell you, they've been exposing themselves there. And Dustin, he not excused. He ain't excused over there. I'm like the clowning. Michael Hayes, all these clowns, man. Mike Chioda was on there. I don't know. I guess he was taking the drugs too. I'm like, shoot. RVD was. It's funny. The man who be smoking weed 24/7 was the most calm. I just find that very funny. I find that to be very funny. But like I said, these Dark Side of the Rings, y'all, they show you the satanic side to wrestling. It shows you. And this is why it's not when stuff like this comes out, this is never a shocker to me. I'm never shocked because I've always knew there was some kind of side to wrestling that a lot of people don't ever want to talk about. Now the fact that we talking about it now and we put it on the forefront, I didn't know this happened. Yeah, it's been going on for a long time. It's been going on. This is why I'm like this, man. Tony Khan, I know he's a young man and he wants to bring the joy back to wrestling. But he's going to have to be keeping a close eye on everything going on in his locker room. I don't want to hear this, oh yeah, we're family stuff, and then some come out a couple years from now. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, man. I hold everybody accountable. I don't care how much I roll with AEW. I'm holding all them clowns accountable as well. Every one of them. And then I know some people was talking about Jericho, talking about how he got caught up back in the day. But you know what, man? Listen. If Jericho got caught up back in the day, I want to find a statement from him where he actually said, you know what, yeah, I messed up. I put my hands on a woman. I think they said that he beat up on Deborah, if I'm not mistaken, which I think is Stone Cold's ex-wife, if I'm not mistaken. If he really did that, I hope he is sorry for what he did, because that's just wrong as two left shoes. I told you, no man should be putting their hands on any woman, period. I don't care. I don't care what the situation is. You should not be hitting on a woman. You should not. And look here. Now I'm really about to get this. This is where I'm about to start losing some of y'all. We shouldn't even only hit women. We shouldn't even call them out their names. I know women would like to be calling themselves female dogs all day, but no, we shouldn't be doing that stupid stuff. And then for the people who be talking about, where the women be dressing provocative. Well, you know what, man? If some of them do, you got the power to resist. You got the power. Don't be sitting up here just because they dressing all provocative and everything. You got the power to resist. Now, sometimes, ladies, like I said, let's keep it above. Don't be dressing that way, because some of these clowns is crazy as the best above. But I'm not finna sit up here and give an excuse for it. So it's a twofold thing. If you get my drift, But the name of the game is just keep your hands to yourself. If you're in the wrestling business and you are around women, keep your freaking hands to yourself. It is not that hard. I don't care what you do. Brock Lesnar with his old goofy behind exposing himself to Terry Reynolds. I'm like, these clowns, they've been telling on themselves for years. This is why this stuff wasn't no shocker to me. I'm like, yo, here it is. Dark Side is called Dark Side of the Ring for a reason. It's exposing the Illuminati satanic crap that goes on behind closed doors. When everybody, all we see are the foolishness that be on TV and the pay-per-views. We don't really, a lot of people don't really want to talk about this. They don't want to go this deep like I'm going. Because Dark Side of the Ring ain't just going to come out and say that we down with the elite. No, they ain't going to say that. See, somebody like me, I'm going to tell you the bold-faced truth. And I ain't finna sugarcoat nothing. So I know people going to be up in arms with me in this video. I'm telling you, man, the crap is all there. TK, don't touch Ric Flair. I know you just had Andrade beat the brakes off of Chavo, and everybody just put 1 and 2 together. Oh, he beat him up, so Ric Flair come. You know what? Just have that man apologize to him. Be like, look, yeah, I beat the brakes off of you, but yeah, I hope you learn your lesson. You come on back. And I'm not talking about Ric Flair. I'm talking about Chavo right now. TK, don't touch Ric Flair. Don't touch him, because if you touch Ric Flair, AEW will be in some serious trouble. Don't touch him. And JR, you need your butt whipped with all that stupid stuff you was talking about. He needed his behind beat too. Every one of them. Man, I tell you, man, that's why I say I'm like, wrestling has always, like I said, it's always had this satanic side to it that a lot of people, they scared to touch. They are scared to really go that deep, because I can go deep with you. I can even go deep on some other stuff, but I'm not finna go there. I ain't going there, because there's a whole lot of stuff that I know, because I know cats who was in the business that know some other stuff, but I'm not even finna go there. So if people want to know what I'm talking about, I ain't even finna go there. I'm not, because there's a whole lot of more stuff that's not even dealing with sexual molestation or whatever. It's not even about that. It's about some other stuff that went down. So this, like I said, this ain't no shocker to me. But like I said, if I'm Impact, Tommy Dreamer got to go. He got to go. Oh, he's suspended. No, his behind got to go. I don't give a care. He's got to go. That foolishness he was talking about, co-signing this clown over here, you crazy as the best bug, man. You crazy as the best bug. I'm like, bro, no, man. Heck to the freaking no. Heck to the freaking no. No. No, sir, Bob. You can miss me. You can miss me. All the excuses, everything that was being spoken about. This is why I say these Dark Side of the Ring episodes, man, they're interesting, but they're also sad at the same time. Because you, listen, for somebody like myself who's been watching wrestling for 20 plus years, man, you know, when you're younger, you're really not paying attention to all that. You're just fascinated about what's going on TV. But as you get older and then you start really getting deep into the business side of things, then you start hearing some stuff. And then you're like, oh, okay. So then when stuff starts popping off, it's really no shocker to you. It's just disgusting because of, you know, now everybody want to be all mad about it. I'm like, no. This is why now I'm going back to the fans now. So like I said, if you really disgusted, with cats like Tommy Dreamer, if you're really disgusted with cats like Vince McMahon, if you're really disgusted with cats like Brock Lesnar, if you're really disgusted with cats like JR, if you really are, I'm telling you right now, pump the brakes on paying attention. Pump the brakes. I know it's tough because you're addicted to it. Wrestling is an addiction. We're addicted to it. As much as we complain about what we see on television, we're freaking addicted to it. We're addicted to this crap. And I'm like, for me, I ain't touching Impact. I ain't touching WWE. I'm not. Until Tommy Dreamer get the heck up out of there, you know what? I'll just see what happens. And then as for what's going on in the E, look, I already quit watching WWE because of what happened to Bianca Belair. And listen, I just said what I said about Big E. But even then, even with that, all the clowns that I seen on Twitter complaining, crying about all this, talk about F Ric Flair and F Scott Hall and F Tommy Dreamer and all these clowns, right? And Brock Lesnar. But yet we still gonna tune in. This is where we gotta pump the brakes. This is where we must pump the freaking brakes on where we decide to watch. This is where we say, I ain't even watching. I can see what's going on because I know it's still gonna be a whole bunch of clowns on my timeline that's gonna be talking about it. So this is how I know what's be going on. But for me, I'm keeping my distance. I'm staying the heck away from it because I understand that the clown that runs the E has always been a satanic white supremacist, and I'm gonna keep saying that till he get up out of here. Which a lot of people don't want to talk about because I'm the only one to say this. I'm the only one that calls Vince McMahon out on his white supremacy every day, every night. I'm the only one. I don't see nobody else doing that. They might talk about it a little bit, but not really. I'm the only one that does this on a regular basis. I keeps it a buck about Vince McMahon. And yet, everybody still want to tune in. Watching SmackDown right now because of Roman Reigns and them. Watching SmackDown because of Becky Lynch and Bianca and them. Heck to the freaking no. Heck to the freaking no. I'm like, no, it ain't gonna be me. It's not gonna be me. I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna be me. Cause like I said, I understand how these clowns get down. And if TK be a straight dummy, and if you bring in Ric Flair, I might have to pump the brakes on AEW. I'm serious. Because like I said, that's a slap to the face to everybody who he disrespected. To the young lady Heidi. And then like I say, with Vince keeping Brock old goofy behind on the show, that's a disrespect to Miss Terry Reynolds over there. I'm like, no, man. I can't go. I'm sorry, I can't go. You can be a goof and still tune in. It's just not gonna be me. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna be me. That's my rant about this whole situation because I know a lot of people wanted me to speak my mind on the situation. Hey, you done heard it. I done gave it to you. I kept it 100 with you because this is what I do. I keeps it 100 on KC for El Wrestling Takes. I don't sugarcoat nothing. Might not have the best dialect like some of these other cats in the IWC, but I tried my best to give you the best take I can give you, period. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. When you hear me go in on situations like these, I'm going in. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Man, this your boy Casey Phil King Self for Life Wrestling It Takes. You hit the freaking comment section up. You hit the like button. This your boy. I'm out. Holla at me.